Hi, my Giles Armstrong and welcome to the Back Office Teardown Lab. I thought it would be a nice change from the usual ZX Spectrum stuff we seem to be doing at the moment, and I wanted to do into some BBC Micro stuff, but we do have this Nintendo DS that has a very loose volume control. In fact, it doesn't work. And I was told it happened as a result of a drop. So I thought, that's an amazing drop where it's damaged the volume control but nothing else. So we're going to have a look into it. Let's get the screwdrivers ready and attack. I got out my Nintendo tri-blade screwdriver, but it seems to be just regular Phillips in here. Nice and serviceable. I think it's a good idea considering how frequently the kids do seem to damage these. Relatively minor damage, but if these were any other kind of Nintendo DS, they would have been totally destroyed by now. So it's a good job, Nintendo. There are a load of screws to undo. You might remember this from last time, but we've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10 to take care of before we can even consider opening this up. So I'm going to get cracking. All the screws are out. Let's take this up gently. Oh, there is a connection. And that connection is to that rear camera, so that is a problem. It's right down there, and if you recall, you just have to prong it up. Now, before I take that off, because this is the volume control, I'm going to have a look just to see if I can fix the volume control without even doing that. That could be a lot more convenient if that's the same issue you've got. So I'm just going to take the side off here. You can see there was something significant has happened because that's the actual volume control lever. Unfortunately, it's still intact, but it looks like something had moved, and the plastic of this volume slider had actually pushed against that, and that's why that was very warped. But I suspect this is going to work fine, but it's just a case of aligning it. You need to align it into that groove there. So I'm going to position it right there, and you can see there's a nice cutaway. I figure out how that goes. And you can see inside the cutaway it's still moving nicely and sliding nicely. And that should be that. That's a nice little fix for a change. Because we didn't remove that ribbon cable, you can see we just align that all back in, pop the screws in, and we're done. Almost there. Could have been a good opportunity to change the battery, but I've done that recently on this, so it doesn't need it. Have a look at that volume slider now. It's moving as expected, full range end to end. Let's turn it on. And you can see that's full volume, and then as I turn it down, works as expected. Job's a good one. Thanks for watching.